Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Orion's Animal Tarot. It has Ambi-Sun at the bottom there, just in case that helps you find this if you want it. You can find it at rockpoolpublishing.co. There was a little thing in this about if you go to the website, you can have a downloadable deck, whatever that means. I don't know if that's still valid. I don't know how old this is. It's a new deck to me, but I don't know how actually old that deck is, just in case you want to check it out. Supportive Oracle Cards, Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Websites for Sandra are Hay House websites. Here those are. If you're interested, feel free to freeze frame, of course. It's also Hay House Radio on the back here, and there's her picture. Okay, we're all good. Let's have fun. What's going on for Gemini? Let's have fun? Okay, let's have fun, shall we? Can we? May we? There's a bump. There's a bump here. You got the Fool coming in here right in the beginning for you, which I'm feeling like you are enjoying yourself at the moment. Things are good. Things aren't a problem. Why have a problem? Why worry? There's nothing to worry about. I don't feel like there's any problem here. Okay. Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Things are as they always are. Judgment's in your favor. Okay. Judgment is in your favor. You have it coming in twice. You have it here too. But it's like, I'm just accepting where things are. Do I like them? I don't know if I like them, but this is where they are. I don't know. Should we be content with what we have? That's the question. Should I stay where I am? Should I not step outside the box? You got the Two of Swords here, which is kind of like, if I break through this block, is that better, or am I going to lose something that I really enjoy? I think that's one of those, I forget what you call them. It's a certain type of fish. They're always different colors. Well, now, you know what I mean. They're very colorful fish, obviously. I just feel like I shouldn't be stepping out of this. Like, I feel like I'm confined, but I feel like I get a lot of benefits by staying where I'm supposed to stay. And I can use other things to entertain myself. I don't know. It's kind of like, should I be content with what I'm doing? Gemini likes to have a lot of like stimulus around them. It seems like you guys do anyway. So whatever the situation is, it's kind of like, should I just be happy for what it is? Should I be? Community coming in with the Two of Wands. Somebody's kind of giving you an option. Like, hey, Gemini, are you aware of these possibilities? Have you heard of these possibilities? What do you think of these possibilities? You like possibilities, don't you, Gemini? Don't you, Gemini? Like, I feel like that's like somebody's kind of like, you like possibilities, right, Gemini? You do, don't you, Gemini? The Blue Jays are very curious to me because they can be very territorial too, from what I understand of them. And people want you to be continually a part of their situation, and they're like, I see a lot of value in you, Gemini. Come over here. Come over here, Gemini. Come on over. Is this very spider to the fly? Fly. I'm not sure yet. What are they trying to... Are they trying to tempt you? 10 of Pentacles, and then the High Priestess. 10 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Now, the 10 of Pentacles makes me feel like they have something that could get a lot better, and they feel like they can utilize your talents over more with them. Like, come over here, Gemini. You can be of better use over here. You can have more stability over here. This can be better for you over here. You still need your flexibility, though. Is this going to be here for you? You got Pentacles coming in with this Ace of Pentacles. It's a very strong possibility for you. Hopefully the image is showing up on the camera. It looks very pale here to me. It's a frog. case you want to see it. Can this work out? Can this be worth your time? Is this a good idea for you? Something that's very beneficial, but it's kind of like, but does it fit? Do you want it? There's some type of obstacle here. All right, I can't pick it up, so I'm going to actually roll the dice. What is this obstacle for a Gemini? What is this? 7, which is the Chariot. And then Pentacles again, the Knight of Pentacles. Once it starts, it just keeps going. The thing is, you might be able to work with this. There's a lot of Pentacle energy here, but it's kind of like, you know, if I'm looking at a Pentacle situation, it's like all we have are these certain vegetables, these certain fruits, and this certain meat, and that's all we're going to have for the next 5 months. So this is all we're going to have is these, maybe these 5 different vegetables, these 2 different meats, and these 2 different fruits. That's all we're going to have. So from now, for the next 5 months, that's all we're going to have. That's it. That's all we're eating is just these. But Gemini would be the one saying, okay, I see that. But we don't have to eat all of those every day. And we have access to different types of spices, and I can make these in different ways. And I can make different things out of these. It's kind of like, you know, I can use these potatoes to make scalloped potatoes, or I could make them into a bread if I do this, or I could do, like, you'd be the one that would find the different ways to use all these different things. So it's kind of like, yeah, I'm confined to like what resources I have, but I have different types of spices I can add in, and I know different ways to make things. And I can like dry them out, I can boil them, I can bake them. Some of these can be eaten raw, and I can do things with that. The question is, are you going to add your talents into this with the Justice card? I feel like this situation, it does have restriction, but for some reason, your energy just, it can link right up to it, kind of like, well, this is all we have, these 5 different vegetables, 2 different meats, 2 different fruits for the next 5 months. But you're the one who could find all these different things to do with it. And you're like, well, 5 months, I can make it work. I can make this work for me. I can find different ways to make this work out, and I can be very creative, and I can do this. The trick is to not let other people confine you. This seems to be a situation where, if it's a cooking situation especially, because we're going to use that analogy, you're the one doing the cooking. Other people, if you have them helping, maybe like there's a main kitchen and then there's this side room. If you need them to cut some stuff up for you, then they do that over in the side room, and they just do what you tell them to do, and then they go away. You're the one actually doing the more complicated stuff, because you don't want them a part of that, because they're going to have issues with that. Or it might be there you do it all yourself. Okay, I'll do the cooking, but let me do that myself. You just gather it, bring it to me. I'll handle it from there, and then I'll create a dinner for us. Or I'll create this for us, and I'll make this happen for us. I'll do this. I'll be in charge of this. I'll be the breakfast, lunch, and dinner person. That'll be my contribution. Just gather the stuff and bring it to me. I'll make the rest of it work. I'll be the one that does that, the whole thing. So you all don't have to worry about that. I'll spend all day doing that. Because you have different ways to do it, and people won't get in your way. But it seems like that. Like, you have to, like, find a way to where your creativity, you have control over it, and you just show them the end results. You don't let them be a part of the creative process, because I feel like that'll be a problem. So you might have to be doing the legwork on that. Again, like if it's the cooking thing, again, you're cutting up the stuff, you're shredding it wherever you need to, you're boiling it, baking it, whatever you've got to do to it. You're the person doing all that stuff. You're not letting people help you with that. They just bring you the supplies. You do what you need to do. That's the only thing I see is like holding that together and like doing that. For some of you, it may be really easy to do that. For others of you, it might be more of a challenge. It depends on whatever else you have in your chart. So if that works for you, great. If it doesn't work for you, that might be the reason why this situation might not be for you. Because if you look at it in that context, like whatever you're a part of or whatever you're handling, you can thrive in it if you're left to your own and you're able to, control it on your own. So, if, like for a business situation, maybe they want to compile certain information. If they just give you what they gathered and you're able to put it in the situation the way you need to, you're able to line it up the way you need to, you're able to create the documents as you need to, you'll thrive. But if they're going to give you the information and then tell you this is how you have to do this and this is how you have to do that, the more they restrict your wiggle room, the less you're going to like it, the less it's going to be for you. So if you can keep people out of that, kind of like, all right, just bring me the information and I'll sort it out for you, so you don't have to worry about that. You can spend your time over there gathering more information, and just give it to me and I'll put it together as necessary. I hope I'm making sense with this, because the more control you have over your piece of it, the more you'll thrive. Try to figure out with this situation if you're going to have that, because if you're not, that's going to be a problem. Especially when I see Blue Jays with the Two of Wands. If it's something where these people have to control it, it's the more they have to, like, micromanaging I think is what I'm connecting to. If they're a micromanaging type of people, it's gonna be really difficult for you. If it's not, you'll thrive. I feel like that's where you have to decide if this is actually for you or not. Even though the energy around you is very good and it seems like the people very much like you, it's a very much like inclusive energy, be wary of the micromanaging energy, because that will really hold you down. There's also, like, you should be able to see the history of this situation. Even if you don't have history with these people, there should be people around this situation that you can talk to find out how they actually do things. You can be like, if I do this, if I decide I'm going to be the cook, if we're going to use that analogy again, I can be the one all by myself in the kitchen and I can do things the way I want and make dishes I want to make. Or are they going to be the ones that say, no, Gemini, you make it this way, we want this, we expect this, we're going to tell you what you need to make, we're going to tell you every day what we want, and we're going to tell you when we want it and how to do it, and you have to do it the way we tell you to. That's not going to work for you. So it's like finding out from the people around the situation, how does this usually work? How much leeway, how much flexibility will I have? Because if this works out correctly, you can get the strategy you need. Literally, the strategy is coming in. But it's kind of like one of the two. It's like we have two outcomes. Either this is not for you and you're going to move on with the World card and you're going to something else, or you can strategize this to be optimal. But you've got to do the work to find out what's really going on here. Is this going to be adaptable to the way you need it to be adaptable, or is it going to try to hold you down? Because if it's going to be a hold you down situation, I don't think it's really something you want. Is there anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.